And what's cool about a lot of these mixed guppies is the top down view is just so awesome. If you don't have any guppies, get some. Hey guys, so today's special video is all dedicated to guppies. Now guppies are an amazing, beautiful fish and they are perfect for beginners. Now, the reason I say that is because we're going into the busy season and there's gonna be a lot of new fish keepers out there that are gonna be looking to start tanks, and what better way to do it with some healthy, homebred guppies. So let's check these guys out. I got some lines around my fish room that I've worked with. Some are newer than others, and one particular line is my line, one that I've been working with over a year now. Specifically line breeding for certain traits, and I'm comfortable saying it, that I have it at an area where it's my line. It's vastly different than from when I got them, and so I've had an effect on that, and that is also something you guys can do at home and something we could talk about in this video later on. All right, so first let's check out some of the individual tanks. Then we'll check out my homebred guppies, and then also I have a mutt guppy pond. Now what's cool about that is when you put a bunch of different guppy types in one pond, one tank or whatever, you can get crazy color morphs that come out of it, stuff that you would never expect to see out there. And so what we're gonna do is we'll do some fishing in there, we'll get some random guppies, and I will pull out my favorite color types and I'll show you guys the best ones from there. All right, so let's go. All right, I lied. Give me a second here. I'm still sipping some coffee. It's still early. We'll get to it though. All right guys, so the first line that we're gonna check out here is my Red Dragon Guppy line. This is a newer line that I haven't worked very much, and the problem that I'm having with this line is it's highly variable. Even if you look up online, what you find that's labeled as Red Dragons, there's a lot of variability in it. So check these guys out. All right, so these are my Red Dragon Guppies. Now what you can see is there's pretty highly variable. That's pretty much what we're going for, with a little bit better of a tail. He's pretty much the example of what you want. There is a couple that are turning out like him. I can't find the baby right now that grew up that color. Oh yeah, there's one. He's pretty good looking. He's getting there. But yeah, so this is my Red Dragon line. All right, the next line of shrimp that I got for you guys is my Koi Tuxedos. These ones are a new line that I got from a friend around here. I do have babies from them, but they're not in this tank. They actually dropped in the first tank that I had them, and I'm just kind of letting them grow out there for a little bit, and then I'll move them over into here, the best babies out of those. But yeah, these guys will be dropping babies soon. There's probably some in there. We just got to find them. Yep. Koi Tuxedo Guppies. Really, really, really pretty. The reds on the orange comes out on that nose. So amazing on the males and the females. That's the one thing that's kind of rare about guppies is the females aren't usually the best colored up fish, but they're still pretty. They're still pretty depending on the strain there. All right, so now we have my General Blue Guppy tank. So these guys are just my blue guppies that started the strain that I'm working on. The strain that I'm working on came from these guys. These were my original blue guppies. The guys that really actually brought me into the hobby. The first strain that I bred, first strain that I sold, first strain that I bought from a local hobbyist. But then I worked the line to get to where I'll show you, that'll be the last group I show you before the pond. Now this strain is technically my girlfriend's, but I feed them and help her out as well. And these guys are a blue Galaxy Lace. Check that out. So that's what they'll grow up to be. Some of them come out to be this super dark, and then some of them come out to be this kind of lighter. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. These guys, and when we bought these guys took forever to breed. They would not drop babies. And we had to put another pair in there, and then eventually both pairs dropped. And so now we have these guys. That's probably my favorite one though. I really want to try to breed that one. Line breed it and try to just get a line of that color guppy. It's amazing. Black or blue, whatever you want to call it. Now this tank is my holographic mosaic guppies. They are the line that I've worked from the blue line. Now they shimmer like holographic Pokemon cards. And so when I saw that, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm gonna name them. They're the holographic mosaic guppy, and we can see them a little better like this. Their colors are just insane. The shimmering effect. They have greens, blues, yellows, but that red and blue on the tail is really what I'm talking about when I call them that mosaic holographic. All right, so now on to the hard part. I'm gonna go into my guppy pond and I'm gonna go catch us some guppies, and I'll pick out the best ones. I'm not gonna show you everything because there's a lot of boring stuff in there, but I have some endlers, like one endler pair that was in there a while ago that may have mixed with some guppies, we don't know. I know that I have some blues in there that I've mixed with like the koi tuxedo pair, or one of the koi tuxedos that wasn't the best looking, so I put it in the pond because I want to keep the best ones in my tank. And so let's go check this out. So here's my guppy pond. I have a bunch of duckweed, so we're gonna try to get rid of some of this duckweed first. Figured I'd take this chance to let you guys know that duckweed is a really helpful plant when you guys are growing guppies, especially anything that breeds a lot. Basically, when you're scooping out duckweed, you're scooping out nitrates. So that's still a good way to think about it. All right, so we got our first guppy here. This is a mosaic guppy that came out of the blue line. We got an endler right here. This is probably came from the endler pair I was talking about earlier in the movie or the video there. Now this one's cool. This is a leucistic guppy, a blonde guppy basically is what people call them. And it's got only yellow coloring. This definitely comes from my blue line because I have a couple of these that pop out every now and then. Awesome looking fish. These next guys are what I call my hot rod guppies. Now these are one of the mixes. I'm not exactly sure which pair is creating these, but they come out, and I call them hot rod guppies because they got that flame tail. It looks like he's getting nibbled, but he's not. That's just how the tail grows. And it's got that flame tail, and I call them hot rod because they're mixed of random parts. We got another one of the hot rod guppies, and then now it's hard to tell, but one of these guppies is actually almost a platinum guppy. That one up on the top there, it's like this blue white color that comes out really cool, and then you got that other endler mix there. All right, and these are just a hodgepodge of all those types, the ones that can come out of my pond. All right, so that's this week's video. You guys have had a little bit of a glimpse into some of the guppies that I have in my fish room. You guys have seen my pond with some of the random awesome guppy colors that can come from some of those random connections that you get when you put all those random strains together. And yeah, I'm trying to get on a schedule of posting a full-length video every Thursday, and I have a short that comes out every day, 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys are interested, subscribe, like, comment, let me know how you guys like this video. Thanks guys for coming by. I appreciate the time. Have a good one.